Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Fallout Shelter. How y'all doing? Hey, look what we got going on here in our survival vault. We got some pretty decent things happening here. Everybody needs to be pretty much leveled up at this point, which is good. All of our resources are pretty good. About 90 seconds into doing this, we're probably going to get attacked, and I'm not going to collect that stim packs yet because we are at capacity, 15. So there's the choices. We either build on, increase, yeah, and there's the fire. There's the 90 seconds. I did some research on survival to see what was going to happen. And it seems like every 90 seconds, a roll of the dice occurs in the guts of the game. And you either get fire or rad roaches or raiders at the door. And so that seems to be how that all works. Now I'm not gonna click on these people yet and level them up, for the simple fact that they will be healed. And I know in 90 seconds they're going to have another thing. And we're having this conversation, so I don't want to waste that. But I've got 17 dwellers and 15 possibly let me put it this way. I have 17 dwellers, and currently I have 15 plus the 2 I have to collect stim packs. So I have enough stim packs to get everybody healed, but they all have their leveled up thing ready to go. So I'm sitting pretty for the moment. Let's go check what we have on our... Oh, look, we got another one. Deliver 6 baby dwellers. Now, I've heard some bad things about baby dwellers, and I don't know. I mean, I read something on iDigital Times. I don't know how true it was. This is from 2015, I think. When survival mode first came out. I don't know. I didn't know survival mode had been that long ago, but they're saying that, the more kids you have, the more radiation you can get, which I don't know if that is actually true, and for whatever reason they didn't give. But we run the risk of having baby dwellers and lessening the gene pool, so that we end up having people who are all related, and then we can't keep track of things, and then you have issues. Also, that puts us up over 23 dwellers, and at about 35 dwellers in survival mode, instead of the 60 dweller threshold, is when you start getting Deathclaw attacks, and we are nowhere near ready to handle Deathclaws. Level up 4 times the Wasteland. I think we're going to go try doing that one, because the reason I want to do that is we get 800 caps, which is always good, but we can stock up our dweller with some stim packs and send them out for a while, and that'll be a good thing. We got to give them a decent weapon though, but that means we also have to take somebody away from our from resource production, which is a bad idea. So I'm kind of holding off on that one. I don't want to do it just yet. I want to see how we play out here. Some more things might happen as we're doing stuff. And then scrap 4 weapons or outfits. We're nowhere near ready to scrap anything because everybody's got guns, and we need everybody to have guns. Now, I would scrap all the BB guns in the world, but it's the only thing I have for some of my dwellers, and I don't want to take any chances, because when shit hits the fan, as it usually does, I need people to be armed. Regardless of how crappy their weapon is, you want to be sure, because we can't revive people as they die, right? So we're going to have to we're going to get attacked here as soon as I get out of the screen. It's been a while. But I want to show you something else too. Let's get all of our shit here. There's a rad roach infestation. Told you. We were going to get something. Yep. But that's fine. Here's the thing you have to understand. This is a single... This room here, I haven't upgraded it. That's why only one rad roach came out. And they say you shouldn't upgrade your rooms, because the more you upgrade your rooms, the more disasters come out of the ground or whatever else. But let's not look at that for real quick. Here's the other thing I wanted to show you. Stats. So we've got some music playing in the background here, and what I wanted to really show you was our production versus consumption, because that's where we have to start addressing some issues. I spent the last day, since last night I was editing footage from the last video I recorded and all the other footage from games I recorded. Look at our production per minute of power. Pretty high, right? Pretty high. Our consumption of power is pretty low. Only a third of that, basically. Production of food is 8, but our consumption is 6. We need to up our production of food, as well as water. But in order to do that, we can handle the threshold a little bit on production of power, because we're not consuming that much power. So we need to get that taken care of. Now, let's see here. I did this because I did the trick where Yep, here comes a raider attack. It's been 90 seconds. Basically, we turned this into, instead of being Fallout Shelter, it's just been, disaster management is all this really is. And we might have to actually heal some people afterwards, which we will do because they're going to be attacked again otherwise. But I'm not going to use the stim packs. Except I'll use the stim packs on this lady right here, Miss Emily Walker, because she will not have been up or leveled up yet. But for the most part, I'm going to just level them up, and that'll heal them. Now, what I want to say while they're attacking each other, as you can see, my resources are now going down. We're now going to get into a deficit of resources because of this raider attack, which is always going to be an issue. We're going to keep having to lose resources because of this type of gameplay with survival mode. The thing I want to mention is that trick I used to be out of the game, come back in, collect the resources, leave the game, come back in, collect the resources is a great method. I maxed out all... Guys, stop the damn emergency. It's done. We're done. There we go. We'll collect that leather armor because we'll use it. My fan on my laptop is going crazy. It's going to take off here. But that's a good method to achieving your goals here. Because here's the thing. I did that, I would edit my videos, and then I have a timer on my phone, and I said this before. I would let resources get finished in the course of 2.5 minutes, almost 3 minutes, come back in, collect the resources, and then save the game and get back out. And then I go back to doing the editing. And then every time the timer would go off, I'd go back in and do it. And over the course of a couple hours, I managed to get production on my supplies up to max on all of my resources there, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. What do we got? What do we got going on here? We got no weapons or outfits. We got one outfit. We want to get somebody else here. Let's see. Everybody's. How about we can do this? We can do this. We can. Here's. Oh well, shit. I didn't want to do that. I do want to do that. That's right. All right. We're gonna give you a weapon or a leather armor to protect yourself because you guys need the most protection. That's just the way it is right now. So where are we at here? We got 14. Let's collect these two. We wasted one. I didn't think about it. I thought it was 16 for some reason. Shit the bed. I didn't think about it. All right. We're going to have another disaster here real quick. I'm thinking, and I'm trying to think of what to do here. Does everybody have a weapon? Everybody's got a weapon, right? Let's sell... How many do we have to do? Scrap 4 weapons or outfits. Summon a bitch. Summon a bitch. Let's wait for the next raider attack, collect a weapon, see if we can switch out a BB gun, and we'll just scrap BB guns. Because I'm not going to get any more dollars right now because, again, like I said before, as we get up closer to 30, we're halfway there. We're halfway to getting death claws at the door, and we're not ready for that. Now, I have heard some evil tips that maybe you should get yourself... Well, there's a red rust infestation. I'm not too worried about that. That won't take long because they got a fat man in there. They won't... Yeah, they barely got hit. Let's look at this real quick. I want to get out of there so I don't accidentally level up somebody. So here we go. We want to start training our people up as soon as possible so that when we do get attacks from outsiders and inside issues, we can handle them. And that means that our weight room, our athletics room, our armory, our classroom, our our fitness room, and our lounge and our game room needs to be... That's $45. That's going to put us 10 over the threshold for the whatchamacallits. But that's luck. That's not... And luck and endurance are two things we don't really care about right now, but that is the... that's not athletics. That's the fitness room. So 35. So as long as we can get our strength, which is the weight room, our agility, which is the athletics room, and our intelligence, which is the classroom, before we get to our 35 threshold of dwellers, we should be able to train up our peeps good enough and get ready for when the death claws come, because once they come, that's where we're gonna have some real big problems. So let's Let's hold off a second because we're going to get attacked. I don't want to collect resources until after they've gone, because that means, first of all, we're not using resources. Second of all, I can replenish resources and not have them be stolen as well, because that's going to happen. We've got nobody out in the wasteland, so we're kind of like in a holding pattern for the moment. Now, also I want to say is that look at the caps I have, 6,700 caps. When I left the game yesterday, I'm sorry, well, yeah, actually it was yesterday. Last time I played the game and recorded, I was like at 2,000, maybe 4,000 caps. I got another 2,000 caps without having to really do anything. And that's just from doing that method, because if you have outfits on your peeps in the rooms that they are going to collect or produce resources, you will actually have a better chance of getting a bonus, as well as when you get attacked by the raiders, you can also get their caps. But that's only if you stay in long enough. But my method of going in, collecting the resources, saving and leaving, still affords me the ability to get caps if I'm lucky enough, because they can have that, and I don't have to hurt my peeps in doing it. And they also get to heal. They also take time to heal. That's another good reason why you should maybe try that method when you're playing survival, is that because you are going in, doing that, and staying in that, and getting out. You can't, let me put it this way. Disasters do not spawn while you're not in the game. If you go into the game and a disaster spawns and then leave, when you come back, it'll be still going on, and that could be disastrous. I'm not exactly sure about that yet. But what I'm saying is, here we go. If you allow a disaster to be done... Ooh, see? We got 2 now. Holy crap, dude. Dude, kill him. Kill him! There we go. How bad you looking? Not too shabby just yet. Not too shabby just yet. Yeah. Alright, let's collect all of our resources here. They get hit one more time, we'll pay attention to the situation with the whatchamacalls. So, what I was saying was, if you keep doing that method of collecting resources, saving, and coming back in, your peeps will heal without the threat of any other disasters happening. So it's a good time to... And they healed pretty quickly. I was really surprised. You notice we had that water shortage, or not the water shortage, the food shortage before. And I didn't actually know if I went in there and looked at it while I was recording, but everybody was down to everybody, and I mean everybody across the board except for a couple that I leveled up, was down to 75% health, because the food production we were at a deficit. Because I did that method, I fixed that deficit, and they healed up pretty quick. I expected them to take a long time to heal, but again, something happens when you leave the game. It's like the time for production still goes. It still takes the same amount of time, but everything else seems to speed up. And once you get a Mr. Handy, then everything goes really crazy. And we're nowhere near getting a Mr. Handy. That would be nice, because then I could actually get him up in the thing. And I've like I said, I've heard conflicting stories about whether or not you can revive Mr. Handy, but it takes caps. And right now we're in a deficit of caps. I mean, we're okay, but I don't want to worry about that. So how about this? I don't really want to add on another room to both both the water and the food, but we do need to increase production, and we can afford to lose some power to that option. But what is the better option? If we upgrade them, it's $11.25. Yeah, $11.25 for both. If we build them, you're talking 200 and 150, so that's $350 or 350 caps plus whatever you upgrade them to. You get the better production. Now it does slow down, but again, keep using that other method. You just increase the time you need to be offline for it to happen, and you'll be in good shape. So let's see here. We don't want to collect Yeah, how's everybody looking for so far? We only got 2. See, they're the only 2 people. Everybody else healed up. So the guys that got hit with the the fire, they healed up already, because we've got such a surplus of food and water. That's the game, my friends. That's how you do it. This is how you do it. So I shouldn't have collected it because we're going to get hit with another thing, but we're okay right now. After the next disaster, we will upgrade and collect. Or we're not going to upgrade. We're going to add on 2 more rooms. Because here's the other thing. You can add on a room and not use it, and it'll increase your capacity for storage. This is here's tip number whatever it is. Do not lose sight on the fact that if you are not collecting, let me back this up and try it again. I have 300 max collection on power. I'm at 296. The next time these 2 rooms complete, I will collect, what is it, 25? If I'm not down below 275, actually, if I'm not down below 250, I'm wasting power. Okay? You can build an empty room, not staff it, and you will have the ability to increase the amount of storage you can hold and not have to staff it, not have to it can run out of power, whatever. So that's the thing. We're going to build 2 rooms. We're going to build a, whoop. There we go. I got a fire going. Now, we don't lose any resources when there's a fire, but we do lose production. Yep. Come on. Get it done. We're going to level them up because that'll reset the clock on them. They're in good shape. Now, what I was thinking about doing was building 2 extra rooms, the power and food, and then that increases our ability to store. That increases our ability to have a storage. We're still not producing enough, though. It doesn't increase your production. It just increases your storage. We need to, so I'm going to have to upgrade those 2 extra rooms to match these, and then we can increase our production as well. Okay? Now, if I want to increase the power storage, I'm not collecting this power because I need to get down to 250 before I can collect power because what the hell's the point? Or at least down to 275, collect one of them, and then go to the other one, 275. No sense in me wasting power, you know? Why would you do so? And besides, they're not using resources now. There's strategies abound. I can't give you all the tips that I can think of, but I try to give you the most ones, all the ones I can really, really, I think will be helpful. Because as I've said, Fallout Shelter and Survival Mode just seems to be disaster management 101. This is really what the game should have been like for the regular game because and that was the thing. I hated having all of, well, let's watch the 2, okay, let's watch the power. Let's do a little experiment for you so you can see what I'm talking about. We'll test this theory out. There's still a time when you will use up resources after, well, maybe it's not. Okay. Maybe I've shot holes in that theory already. We're still using, but they said it could be anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes where you still continue to use resources and, regardless. So let's look and see what happens here. Let's see how bad we get. Might as well. If the raiders come and they attack, we can always collect the food. Because that seems to be what they take. They seem to be taking the food. They also take your caps, too. That's the other shitty thing about raider attacks. You almost... we'll have to do an experiment, because they do drain your caps. And I want to see what the offset is, because I might have to invalidate my earlier argument about just, 200 caps I got. Well, the funny thing was we knew how many caps we had when we started that moment. It was 3, 4, 7, 8, and then we ended up getting 200. It's not even a damn thing. It's freaking rad roaches. Jesus. That sucks. Oh, look at that. There's 3 of them now. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. How many, we got the max. All right, well. I definitely do not want to let them go down too far. Because that also affects your happiness. And the happiness is also affects the mood and the ability to get shit done quickly. So let's use that on you. That on you. We'll collect this. Yeah, you didn't get all the way healed up there, my friend. All right. We'll collect that. Now let's build the extra power, the extra water and food. All right. No, I don't want to. No, I want to do water treatment. Yep. I'm gonna put it here. All right. Now we're gonna upgrade it. Now see we now have 50 more storage capacity. Well, so there's 250, and I bet you this is 250 as well. Yeah, 250 and 250. So that's 500 plus like 300. That's still less money than having to do the secondary one, and we're not ready for that yet. But we will increase production, which right now we are making 22 and 22, and that makes a total of 30. But we're not getting anything out of that yet. So let's upgrade them. Upgrade that. That collects those together. Now, it also changes the dynamics and how long it takes us to get that. So now we've got a production of 34. So now we get an extra... So here's the thing. It was 22 and 22. The single rooms made 8. That's only 30. Now we've got an extra 8 between the two of them. 4 and 4. So let's go back and check our stats. And you can see what we're talking about here. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. Our stats say power production is still 15 and a half, almost 15 and 3. So 15 and a third. Our consumption is only 5. So we're only using a third of the power we create, which is great. That's great. Our food consumption is still 6. We haven't changed the goal on that, but it's still showing 8 per minute. But I bet you, let's see if we go through a cycle, what happens. Well, crap on a Crisket here. Look at this. Oh boy. No bueno there, people. Get her done. How come nobody else is shooting but the Pope here? Pope's the only one shooting anything. Hey, what's going on here? Let's get this done. Alright, there we go. How are you looking? How you guys feeling there? Not good, I bet. Oh shit, the game crashed. Crap! Pause for station identification. There we go. Yeah, you know what? They're not too bad. I'm not gonna waste the leveling up on them yet. So, there we go. 3 minutes on each of them. So again, sync up the collection of both, because there's only 3 people here in a 6 capacity room. It's gonna be harder for them. And don't rush these rooms. If you do not, here's the thing. Okay, listen. Another tip for you right now. Don't rush rooms with sick people in them. Make sure you have fully health and full, not irradiated. Make sure that your peeps are not either sick or irradiated when you rush a room, because that increases the failure rate, as well as what will be the actual outcome of that failure. Also, the better chances you have, you can see, you can keep rushing a room, but your chances of success go down. So don't rush a room again and again, just hoping, it's like insanity. Don't keep banging your head against the wall and expecting the same. Oh boy, red roach infestation. It's going to come down to these guys down here in the bottom. Oh, there we go. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. There's only 2 so far, though. That's great. Oh, there's a third one. He was lagging behind there. Fat ass couldn't get out of the hole. All right. We're still doing good. Still doing okay. Shit, they're not doing okay. They're sucking at this. Because all those damn... Wow. My goodness, we're going to have to heal you people. Wow. Holy crap, dude. Kill it! Yo, kill it! Alright, collect that. Level them up. Alright, level them up. So we got 3 peeps in here. No, we got 4 peeps in here. We've only got 3 out of 6 here and 4 out of 6 here. We do not want to let this lag behind too much. Alright, we have not yet collected. We have another half a minute. 40 seconds and... Alright, there we go. So once those 2 get collected, we'll check them out and see what our production has gone to and what our collection has gone to. See how well that goes. I'm pausing, and I'm going to, have to cut that out. All right, coming back in, I just wanted to take some time out because it's, I didn't have anything I could really do there and talk about. So here we go. It's collect our food and our water, and now let's go check what the stats are on that, because they might change based on the... Yep. No. Check. They didn't increase at all. We're still increasing... Well, okay, so... Perhaps it is because... Son of a bitch. Perhaps it is because the amount of production does not increase based on... per minute, based on the fact that I haven't changed the stats of how many people are in the actual room. That could be why. That is quite a possibility there. If we added more people in, that would probably go up per minute. That's a range. It's not, a total. It's a range. Oh boy, we're definitely gonna have to. Come on, there we go. Stop shooting at everybody. There's nothing going on. All right, let's see here. What are we doing here with our? Wow. Okay, did we heal them all up all the way? Yeah, that's good. All right, get our... well, it was 286, not that bad. All right, because I wanted to check on them anyways. They're pretty good. Okay. So we still are sitting pretty on some of this stuff. We're not going to solve any objectives today, I don't think. Because I don't want to send anybody out in the wasteland. I got nobody to spare at the moment. So what I could do is I could arm up one of these peeps, send them out to the wasteland full of whatchamacallit, and then come back in every 5 or so many minutes. It could take 10 minutes with only one person in that room producing stim packs. And if I did that, I could continue to get... I could continue to get stim packs every 10 minutes without having to, but I don't want to pay attention that long. I have other things going on right now. That's just a tip for you. That was just for your sake. So, but that's where we're at right now. We haven't used any stim packs. We'll lose one if we collect it. We know that we're going to get attacked, and everybody is in pretty decent health. We don't have any. Everybody healed up. See? We're still doing okay. We got 8,500 caps. We've got almost 1,500 caps, almost 2,000 caps since we've been playing the game. In the short time that a 20-minute session, we've gotten 2,000 caps. So we're doing okay. We just need more peeps. Now, in order for me to do that, I have to breed somebody. Breeding people takes them away from production. Breeding people is also a good thing because pregnant women can't be harmed. If you have a room staffed full of pregnant women, don't put them in the path of any raider attacks because they'll skip that room and go to the next room. I would suggest if you're going to... Well, shit. We're not getting the raiders this time. We're getting rad roaches out the wazoo. But we're not touching... They won't get any mole rats, at least, because they're not touching dirt right now. They're touching rock. That's a different thing. The bedrock, or whatever, is different than than touching this dirt. Let's see, Header. Do we have a stat for production of stim packs? Is that a thing? Let's see here. No, it is not. Well, that sucks. It would be nice to know those things. Stim packs taken. It doesn't give it to you. X gonna give it to you, and I'm gonna give it to us. Okay. Do we have anything cool as far as dweller? We don't have anybody cool yet. All right. We've gotten junk. We've gotten outfits. We got weapons. But we didn't get any dwellers yet. Okay. Well, now we're sort of at a standstill. Let's scrap the junk. Can't use it. Or let's sell the junk. At least we'll have caps then. More caps. All the caps. Y'all asked how the hell did you get 999,000 caps in your vault? And this is the way. Doing all the quests early on for caps, training up your peeps to get all of their special stats up, which produces bonuses when you collect, because if they have a 10 and then putting the best outfits on them, and increases the bonus. So bonuses from that, sending peeps out to the wasteland, and then just coming back with caps. You have a high, and that's what I'm saying. Train them up, get them the highest luck, and send them out in the wasteland, and that's who we need to send out. Who's got the best luck? That's who we send out to the freaking wasteland. I think we may do that at some point. Who's got the best luck? It's Jesse Taylor. He's at the clinic. That's what I was talking about. We're going to do that. We're going to send Jesse out to the wasteland because he's got the highest luck. And we will do that probably eventually. And he'll find weapons too. And that's the good thing. I will wait till he comes back, and we will collect all of the cool weapons that he got, and we'll be in better shape. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to send him out for a while. We're going to stock him up on stim packs. After the next attack, where somebody's hurt, because nobody needs to level up now, we will send... And look here. Look, see, our demand went down because we have the facility now. Now we're in better shape for food because we can produce more and use less. So that's great. That's a good thing. We did a good job there. That's a good idea. So yeah. We still got, that we're in a good holding pattern at the moment because we have gotten so far ahead with the production of power that we are sitting pretty with the other two resources when it comes to that. And that's a strategy there. That's what I'm saying. It's all about balance. It's all about, equilibrium. You do not want to upset the apple cart. You want to keep an even keel, and tons of other metaphors and similes about how to, and analogies on how to, talk about things being in balance. But, okay, here we go. So this is going to, like I said, we're not going to take these two resources. Those two power resources will get sucked away from the raiders if they attack. It's possible. See, we're losing all three. We're going down 266, 265. Boom. It's going down. As the raiders die, they stop taking resources. But look at our caps. We're also losing caps, too, now. We have 8,650. But that's not taking it from them. That's odd. It's flashing because that means it's being sucked away, but it's not. They're not dying. Uh-oh. Nobody's losing their cool here, right? Yep. We're just kicking their asses. Which is great. It's always a great thing when you're kicking the asses. Kick all the asses. That's what you do. Okay, so now we're only down to losing food. But again, we're still okay with food. We're still okay with food. But now we need to collect all of our resources on both of those. And that gets back up to almost 287. That's what's great. Okay, what do we got going on here with injury? Okay, we need to heal them. We need to heal them. First of all, collect that shotgun. That's right. Collect the shotgun. That's right. You need to be healed. No, you need to just be leveled up. There you go. You need to be healed. All right. Okay. So, now that we've used another stim pack, that puts us down to 13. Collect them, that takes us to our threshold. My friend Jesse Taylor, I don't have an outfit for you that was good for luck. Probably. I don't think there is one. Oh, the clergy outfit. That's good for luck. I hate to take it from that guy because that also produces... Well, no, C4. We don't need that. So, you, my friend, you're going to get a better weapon. Take you out with that. That'll do you good. Let's send you out into the wasteland. All right? See here, right now it's taking almost 7 minutes to produce 2 rataways, or 2 stim packs. Stop shooting at dead things! We're gonna be getting out of here soon, so it takes almost 6 minutes just to produce the stim packs that we have. We're gonna send you out into the wasteland with 5 stim packs. 7, because we're gonna get out of here soon. And you're gonna go explore, find some cool shit, bring it back. We'll have great stuff. So we're sending him out to level up into the wasteland. He's third of the way there to the next level. Hopefully when you get back, you'll be level 15. That'll be a great thing. We'll have to keep an eye on him. You don't want to lose sight. Now that's the thing. I'm going to have to play offline when you're not around. But the great thing is that he won't get very far, and he's got enough stim packs that he will continue to keep getting healed. So that's a good thing. And we run the risk of opening the door, but we just had a thing. We need to scrap. We won't. Okay, we can. Here's the other thing I need to figure out. Let's scrap 1 and see if it counts. Okay, scrap 1. Yeah, okay, we know that. Oh, we actually got something out of it. Shit, well, we'll scrap it because we'll get the... Let's scrap another and see if we get nothing. No junk recovered. Does that count towards 2? Yes, it does. That's good. I was kind of worried that by not scrapping those. Scrap it. Yeah. No junk recovered. But we get. Now let me ask you this. What does... let's see here. What does... All right. I have that other gun that is a 1. I'm going to switch out you for that gun. All right? And then scrap your this because a 1's better than a fist is better than nothing at this point. That gets us more stuff to sell, and we get an objective done. And we have to collect 2,000 food. That's going to be a while. It's going to be a while because we only make 34 every 5 minutes or 4.5 minutes. So it's going to be a while. But I have to do it because that's going to be part of my thing while you're not, while you're not in. So collect 2,000 food. We'll do it because it's caps, And how you doing out there, Jesse? You started out there, bound to run into somebody sooner or later. Yeah, pretty much. But now we're at the point where it's now 16 minutes to get Stimpak. So we're going to call it there for now. And... get out of the game and then go have fun. So that's all for now. We'll come back in and we'll see what Jesse brought back for us, and we'll get some more work done here. Hey, it's survival mode. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell all your friends, tell your mother, tell your ma, tell your pa to come on back and watch Fallout Shelter with us while we play survival mode. All right, that's it. Have a good one. Bye-bye.